Hello everybody. Today we're at Philadelphia Baptist Church in Pauline, South Carolina. We're going to take a look at this graveyard. And here, got a veteran first thing. No flag on his grave. There's one over there, flag's on the ground. I guess you know what we're going to do about that. But this is a pretty historic place here. This church has been here for 200 years. 1803, July the 30th, 1803 was the first service here. First time it opened. So, a lot of history here. And we're going to check it out, do the things we do. So, in doing some research this morning from another video, I realized that, well, just let me show you. Do you see that? That is a vase with a cloth on top of it, a head cloth to be exact. And what that represents is a Jewish priest, someone of the Jewish faith. And looking at this very ornate headstone, I don't see a Jewish priest. This is Cassandra Smith, born March 19th, 1806. And she died April the 28th of 1883. It's in amazing shape. It's been reset. It is marble, cracked marble that's been repaired, set on concrete, which it wasn't originally, I'm sure. Very ornate fence structure around it. But apparently Cassandra was Jewish. So, still a pretty unique find. Here's our cradle style graves. This is Nina F., wife of E.D. Stevens, May 18th, 1816 to December the 9th, 1938. And here is Wilson D. Stevens, son of E.D. and L.M. Stevens. Born January 27th, 1929, died August the 11th, 1935, 6 years old. Here is the Moors. Their epitaph on both. It says, "He is not dead, but sleepeth." Birth date 1871 and 1869. See a lot of newer headstones mixed with the older headstones here. Child's grave with a lamb. On it here. We'll check it out. Carolyn Lucille Morgan, June 18th, 1926 to August the 6th, 1927. So, here's another child's grave. Headstone has fell over. Robert Holliday, born September 26, 1929, died March 15th, 1931. Just pretty young. And then over here, we have John T. West, Macbeth Lieutenant Arty, South Carolina Lieutenant, I'm going to say that's artillery, Confederate States Army, December 1834 to June 28th, 1910. Here is another veteran. This is a marble headstone. It says "A Veteran Gone" at the top. Never encountered that one. This is W.N. Edgar West, March 22nd, 1831, died March 15th, 1898. Cannot read his epitaph. It also marks his wife, Elizabeth, August 30th, 1833, March 27th, 1898. Her epitaph states, "We miss thy kind and loving hand." So I'm going to say these are family members here. Here's some more Wests. A Carrie and Leela West. Here's some Woffords and Wests as well. Early 1800s. This is the same style marker as our veteran over there, but not a veteran. These are children's graves. They are Wests as well. Mary Elizabeth, daughter of W.E. West, May 4th, 1861, died August 26th, 1867. Sister, thou was mild and gentle. So, there's lots of really unique headstones in here. A lot of children. $1850. Aged 45 years. That would have put his death in 1895. His wife, born July 1st, 1919, aged 94 years. This is not your typical layout of cemetery. Well, it's not a cemetery. It's a graveyard. It's attached to a church. However, all the earliest and oldest graves would be up close to the church. And these are scattered about over several acres with a lot of newer graves mixed in. I don't see that very much in my travels. Memory of Nancy Smith, who died September the 11th, 1847. She was 44 years old, which means she was born in 1803. And here is Knock Smith, died April 8th of 1862. And he was 60 years old, so he was born in 1802. In memory of Elijah Smith, born the 19th day of April in 1767. And he died the 17th of January of 1834, aged 67 years, 8 months, and 28 days. In memory of Diana Smith, born December 16th, 1776. Died April 1st, 1801. No, 51. Aged 77 years, 3 months, and 19 days. And another, I'm sure it's a family member because it's in the same plot. Is Ed, or E.D. Hatchett, and his wife, Nee Smith Hatchett. I am the resurrection and the life is the epitaph. So this is a really, really historical place. All my research says that other graveyards and cemeteries are the oldest in Spartanburg. And that's wrong, because this is definitely the oldest. By 37 years, best I can count. (1832), died March 5th, 1856, aged 24 years, 3 months, and 25 days. Miss Jane Smith. Miss Sarah Smith, born June 4th, 1810. Died age 62 years, 2 months, 12 days. The sacred memory of David H. Smith, born August 17th, 1806, died June 27th, 1880. William Sanford Smith, born July the 15th, 1797, died June 12th, 1876. Apparently the Smiths were a robust and hardy family. They lived longer than most back in those days. And here's Elijah E. Smith Jr., born in 1876, died in 1879. And Sally Smith, 1844 to 1855. Some more unique ones over here. Let's go check them out as well. I see a Celtic Cross Confederate States Army over here, and no flag. Hawkins, J.W. Hawkins, March 18th, 1842, died October 27th, 1926. Confederate veteran. And his wife, born 1844, died 1900, Alice W. Hawkins. Gone ye blessed, is what it says. Albert Finch, born in 44, died in 1883. Can't make out the months. But he has a Celtic cross, Confederate States Army, so Mr. Finch was a veteran. Seem to be a lot of them in here. Mr. Smith down there, I see a Confederate States Army cross as well. Woodman of the World Memorial, Brooks G. Lawson, 1881 to 1909. He was a young 27-year-old. I think most everybody in this upper section of this graveyard is family. A lot of Smiths, a lot of Hatchets. Dr. R.M. Smith, born October 19th, 1838, died March 28th, 1895, and he was a Confederate States Army Confederate veteran. Here's his big memorial, his headstone, and his cross. A lot of Smiths buried here with him. There's just so much to look at when you get in these places. And I know y'all don't want to be bored to death. Angus Morrow, born 1868, died 1949. Maggie Smith Morrow, 1871 to 1934. Raymond Morrow, born 1899, died 1900. Here's another set of Smiths, Confederate veteran, Celtic cross. Albert S. Smith, December 3rd, 1841 to May 6th, 1916. He died as he lived, a Christian. And his wife, Elizabeth Ann, 1841 to 1899, says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." So just out of curiosity, do you believe in God? Do cemeteries make you feel depressed? I would think true believers would welcome graveyards. I do. It's a peaceful place. Nobody here to harm you, especially not Richard Dixon Lee, Private Company C, 1st South Carolina Artillery, Charleston Regulars, Confederate States Army, born May the 3rd, 1832, died August 15th, 1899. And I'm going to assume that these are his parents and he is buried with his parents. I've made my way back to Smith's and found another Confederate States marker. And over here is another Smith. Well, actually there's a lot of Smiths. Everywhere you look is a Smith. But Robert Lancaster Smith, February the 9th, 1921 to June 9th, 2011. Not only was he a Freemason, but he was military. And his wife, Corrine Bagwell Smith, born in 1922, died in 1998, was a licensed practical nurse. So, I'm a little bit slow on the uptake today. I'm sure y'all have noticed it. I have never been to this graveyard. Didn't know it existed till the other night when I passed by. But I think these are my people. The Morrows we found. I'm a Morrow. My father's family are Morrows, and I recognize the name Raymond, the infant child. And the Smiths, my mother's family were Smiths. And this is not terribly far from where I grew up, or my families grew up. So, there's another veteran. Not very many flags in here. I guess we're gonna have to make a trip back and put some flags out on these graves. Is that something y'all would like to see? If it is, hit me up in the comments. And if you enjoy this sort of thing, consider following along. I do it a lot. I enjoy it. I enjoy bringing it to you. And if you don't, YouTube has, 1.3 billion creators. I'm sure you can find something you like. My feelings won't be hurt. Someday somebody will discover what I do and what I've done. Maybe my grandkids will find it. And they'll know what their grandfather was about. Anyway, till then, thank you for joining me. I'll catch you on the next one.